Namaste. Teresa Von Braun here with Teresa's State of the Universe. You can see my posts on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I hope you watch and subscribe. My website is www.teresavonbraun.com, where you can read a lot more about the work that I've been doing all these years. So today I want to talk about some of the ways to support the moving into 5D reality, into the fifth dimension, to begin to use that energy to support you in the work that we are here to do during this incredibly powerful time, this powerful energetic time that we have happening, but culminating in the 21st of December. And I guess it goes on for about 3 days in its potency. But anyway, it's been around for a long time, building, and it will still be here for us to use. One of the things that we can do during this time to help us expand more into the fifth dimensional reality is to begin to call on our past lives, okay? Most of us have had many, many past lives. Most of us have many expertise, many areas of expertise, I should say, from our past lives that maybe we're using in this time, or maybe it's just informing us in this time. But we have skills and abilities and understandings and developments on a soul level, high initiatory levels that we've achieved in other lifetimes, and I'll speak more about that in another video. But we have all that from our past lives, and it is there inherent in our soul. And what we might not be able to easily access in our soul, it is there in the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records is in the fifth dimension. It is the library of everything. It is a universal library that has everything that is, was, or ever will be in it. And so we can access that to bring in the skills and abilities from our past lives. We can access it from our own soul. We can ask for those qualities to come forward, those abilities to come forward, so that we become more whole. They are always there in us, but they may be very much in the unconscious. Many of you want to know more about your past lives, okay? Look to what you love. Look to what you're drawn to. Look to the style of clothes, furniture, the eras, the times on the planet, the centuries, the cultures, the countries. Look to those that makes your heart either sing or makes you feel the sadness that was there from that past life. It can be either way. But you still can have abilities that you've learned in those past lives that can help you now, even though we are in a different age, a different time, a different technical society than we were in for most of the time on the planet. So bring those abilities forward. They make you more whole as a human being. They give you more of your depth, okay? Many of you don't have past lives on this planet, but you have past experiences from other galaxies or other planets. You can bring those forward too. And those of us that have been on this planet for a very, very long time and for very, very many past lives, we also have origin planets that we can pull from to give a completely different perspective than the Earth orientation that we have been more mired in and stuck in for most of our lives. So it is important to raise out of that. Moving into the fifth dimensional understanding is important to move out of that stuckness in the egoic, more third plane, physical law reality that we have been operating in, moving more into synchronicity, actually moving beyond cause and effect, moving out of time and space, moving out of anything that is limiting you in any way. Understanding your past lives, or knowing that they exist and what qualities you have from them, expands you out of this time, this space, expands you out of any limitation, to expand you into an awareness of your soul's journey, okay? And how much you have focused, how much you have been responsible, how much you have given yourself to this planet, to these bodies that you have been coming through in different times. It will open you up to a much larger aspect of who you are. So you can see your themes and your patterns and what your soul's journey is up until now and where it wants to go from now in terms of your choice and your choosing how you wish to express these abilities that you have. They are all there in you. ask for them. They can show up in your dream state. They can show up in meditation. You can actually work on past lives in particular. Many people work on past lives from difficult past lives or the wounding of past lives, the problems of the past lives in karma that is carried over, what we still need to learn, what we still need to heal, what we still need to do around that. But there is also what you accomplished, what you developed, what you created, what you did that was very powerful in past lives that can have its effect on here and now. Ancient wisdom is still essential. Our ancient wisdom is essential to us personally. It's essential to us as a collective. The ancient wisdom should not be lost or forgotten. It needs to be updated, is all. It needs to be brought forward into here and now. Truth is truth throughout all time, throughout all space, throughout the whole universe. Truth is truth. And different ways of expressing it, of course, but truth is truth. Your truth is your truth in whatever life you were in. Okay, and some lives you did better and sometimes you did worse, but your truth is your truth. And so you carry that forward. You carry that with you always. It is a ground that you can have more into the eternalness of your soul, to let yourself experience the different manifestations of your soul in different time-space realities, different time-space spectrums that you have been in, and how you have accomplished what you were here to accomplish from a soul level in whatever reality that the earth was going through in whatever country or continent that you were on at the time you were here. It is an incredibly creative experience that the soul has in all of its past lives. It is incredibly creative, and that creativity will carry you and carry this information forward into now. You can pull on that creativity. How many times were you here, and how many different ways, and what did you accomplish, and what happened, and what can you do and what can't you do, what you are here to continue to do and what you are here to let go of and start something new. It is important to see that, your love of life has incarnated you over and over again. Many people think that it's your karma, that we're on the wheel of karma and we are bound to come back and continue to do our karma, to learn from our karma. I see karma not as punitive necessarily. I see it as learning. Our karma is what we still need to learn, okay? As you look at your past lives, you can see what maybe you did and didn't learn from them, okay? If we really learn it, we can let go of it. We can resolve it. We can complete it. We can move on. If we need more, if we need to learn more, we will learn more. We will do more to learn as well. So, in a sense, it is not just being bound by karma that brings us here again and again, because I think if that were true, a lot of people will be much slower at coming back than they are. Some people come back quite quickly, or as quick as they can, in terms of their releasing and letting go of a past life and coming into the next one, okay? And so I think it's about love as well as what motivates us to come here, and come here as often as we do. We could do a lot more traveling around the universe between lifetimes if we so desired. We could do a lot more rest if we so desired or needed it. We could do lots of things. We can be guides to other people that are in body, as well as having guides ourselves. We can do all kinds of things in between lifetimes, but most choose to come back as soon as they possibly can. It is an honor. It is a privilege. It is quite the experience to be able to incarnate. The higher your vibration is, the quicker you can incarnate if you so choose to, okay? The higher your vibration is, the more choice you have, okay? In how, when, where, with who you incarnate, okay? It is important to know that a lot of your close spiritual family, if you will, are souls that you have incarnated with in other lifetimes. And that is not just to work out things, but that is also for support and help and a sense of spiritual family that is so important for humans to have. They need to belong. And so if you do not feel you belong in your more physical reality, family or acquaintances, there's your spiritual family. There's your past lives family. There is the loved ones that are here with you and have incarnated to be on the planet at the same time. Maybe not at the exact same age, but at the same time, okay? So it is important to understand that and understand those connections and to see the past lives in the positive energy that it can give. Most people come at it from what's the healing that needs to happen, as I have said. That's not all there is. It's about becoming whole. It's about claiming all of ourselves. It's not just doing something in a past life and leaving it there. It is bringing it forward. It is bringing it. And that is what needs to happen now. You need to bring all of you to this particular time and place to do what you can to turn the momentum around from destruction to, from death, shall we say, to rebirth. The lovely fourth initiation, which opens the heart. Understanding your past lives will help you open your heart. Namaste.